vlog. Happy Wednesday. I'm starting this late. Oopsies. I also just need to because it's a new semester, I have to get into a new schedule. And it was a snow week this week, so I still have not taught. So I still don't know what my actual schedule is going to be with these weekly vlogs once I get into actual schoolwork, things like that, like how far ahead I want to be recording and things like that. But whatever. Um we're starting a vlog today because I haven't since I ended one on Monday. Um, when I ended the last vlog, I had just finished reading Wild Dark Shore, which was my first 5-star read of the year. I'm obsessed with it. And I did want to say that I went to my local bookstore today and I placed an order for Once There Was Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey as well. And I'm very, very excited to get that and be able to read that starting next week, whenever they get it in store. But for now, I did start a book. So at the end of the last vlog, I wasn't sure what I was going to read next. I was in a little bit of a 5-star hangover book time because I was obsessed and I'm still obsessed with Wild Dark Shore. That book was fantastic. And so it took a bit for me to decide what to read. And I was thinking about reading, I wanted to read an aardvark book because I've collected 6 of them so far. So I got 2 months worth of books. I skipped January, but I want to order this upcoming month, I think, because my plan is to sort of skip a month, order so that it's like an every other month kind of a subscription. Anyway, so I skipped last month and so I'm planning on ordering in a few days now because January is almost done, so I'll be ordering at the start of February. And so I wanted to read one of my aardvark books that I already have so that the red pile of aardvark books is bigger than the to be read pile. So I've read 3 out of the 6 that I've ordered and I wanted to read another. And I wasn't really expecting it, but I decided to read Kill the Beast. This is a sort of uh it's a fantasy book, which I don't read a ton of. It's probably out of the genres that I do read, it's probably the one that I read the least of. But essentially, this beast killed the main character is a badass, beefy, muscular woman, and her lot in life is to kill these beasts that were created by um, fairies. And this beast, the reason why she has this thing out for these beasts is because the beast, like the biggest baddest one out there, killed her brother years ago, and so she has since been killing all of these creatures. And so I am, let's see, 83 pages in. It's like a little over 300 pages total, and it's so fun. It is like, I have a feeling we're about to get into sort of like a quest type of thing because they have to gather certain ingredients to be able to make a weapon that can beat this beast. And so I have a feeling we're going to go on like a little quest journey to gather those things, which is always fun. And yeah, I'm just having a good time with it. Ugh. After Wild Dark Shore, I needed a bit of a brain break. Wild Dark Shore kind of crushed my soul in a good way, but it crushed it all the same. Just like the climate aspects of that book uh, hurt to think about and um, made me a little bit stressed. And so I needed something that was a make believe fun time. And I think this will be. So, yeah, I'm excited about this book and um, I'm zooming through it. So I don't expect it to take me very long to finish. I did check out an audiobook. What did I get? Oh no. Oh, Not Quite Dead Yet. So I put a hold on that a long time ago and it's finally available. So I have Not Quite Dead yet to listen to. I haven't started it, but I will probably end up starting it tomorrow because we've been shut down here in Arkansas for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 days because of snow that we got over the weekend. Yeah, we got the snow on like Saturday and it is now Wednesday and campus has been shut down, but they say that they should be open tomorrow, which means I can go back to work tomorrow in person, which is nice because being in my house this long is driving me crazy. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to go to campus and do some genetics work, but I listen to a lot of my audiobooks when I'm driving back and forth from campus and home. So I'm sure I will start that audiobook tomorrow, which I'm excited about. I think that that's a good I like when the genre of the audiobook and physical book that I'm reading are very different. I don't like when I'm like reading and listening to a thriller at the same time or something like that. So I think it's nice that we're in a little fantasy land and listening to a thriller. So it should be good. Anyway, I did just want to bring you on here now because I was about to do a little crafty time and wanted to bring you with me. So backstory, I get my mom a calendar that hangs on her wall every year for Christmas. Well, the one I got her this past year, I just thought was the cutest thing, like her 2025 one. And so when I was home over Christmas and New Year, she was taking that one down and putting her new one up. And I was like, hey, can I steal that? Because um the like month layouts, I was like, it'd be so cute to like cut the date part off and just have like the little cute little month pictures like framed or something over my desk. I don't know. I have ideas floating through my brain. So what I want to do is cut those to the size of this frame that I have. So I have the backing for it and I was tracing around there so that I can cut out those little month parts to be able to put in this frame and then mess around and see with where I could put it in the house because it's just they're too cute. I couldn't let that calendar just go in the trash. So that's what I was about to do and I am excited to show you what it looks like when I'm done. All the months are so cute and they're like very themed for the season. So I'll show you some examples. Like this one is one of my favorites. April, it's like got little rainy frogs. It's just adorable. Yeah, just I can't get over how cute this is. Like July is precious. Yeah. So, I'm pretty pumped that this is now in my possession. Oh, and I have to show you October. Like the spider, come on. Yeah. So, I am excited. If you're wondering, I got this on Etsy. I don't remember because I got it over a year ago. I don't remember the shop name, but I can try to find it and link it in the description box below for you in case you're interested because it's just so cute. But yeah, so that's my plan right now because I'm having a good time procrastinating my work today. But after I finish this, I'm gonna win. I swear. All right. What they don't tell you is sometimes being a scientist is just sitting around waiting for crap to load on your computer and hoping it doesn't crash. Fingers crossed for me. Friday morning now. I can't believe it's Friday because I feel like I lost half my week to the crappy snow weather that kept me inside for so long. So I can't believe that it's Friday already, but I admit that I'm happy it is. I don't know what it is about working this week, but every time I sit down to work on my paper or every time I go in to do genetics, it is like the most exhausting thing. My paper is just making me like physically angry at this point, which is odd. I haven't really experienced that before, so that's fun and new. And then, yeah, genetics, honestly, so last Christmas ish time, I was sewing so much that I like hurt something in my wrist. Um, And then after that Christmas, I stopped sewing so much and that pain sort of went away. And yeah, like the ballroom dancing and stuff that I was doing at the time didn't help it at all. But um I haven't been dancing because my studio closed, which I don't know if I've talked about on here, but it's weird. And yeah, so I hadn't been using this, so my wrist hand has felt fine, hasn't been an issue for months. And now with all of the genetics, like the pipetting and stuff that I'm doing, it's killing me. So that's fun because I have a lot more of that to look forward to over the next like month or two. So that's super sick. But yeah, just work in general this week has been a struggle. And so much of it was virtual because of like the snowstorm and stuff, which just frustrates me even more. So yeah, I'm happy it's Friday. Um, just wanted to pop on here because I'm about to go meet a friend for some brunch before I go do genetics work today. Um, but I wanted to pop on here and just update life quick. I'm still reading the same two books and I'm about halfway through on both of them. So I last night got to the halfway point of Kill the Beast. And I think it's really cute. It's not like the most groundbreaking fantasy book in the world, but the characters are cute. I like them. Yeah, it's making me care about everyone in the book, which I appreciate in a book like that because so many books I think don't hit the mark for me because I just don't care about anybody in them. And so I am enjoying it so far. Um and yeah, I'm having a good time. I don't think it's going to be like a groundbreaking 5-star read, but it's fun. So that counts for something. And then I am about halfway through listening to Not Quite Dead Yet. I listened to about half of it while I worked yesterday, and so we'll see how far I get during my work day today. But yeah, it's a little silly, but it's not bad. I'm enjoying it. I am pretty sure this was like ranked. Was this like the Goodreads top thriller? Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I know it was in like the Goodreads Choice Awards. And not really sure it it should be there. It's fine. So I don't know if I've talked about what this book is about, but Not Quite Dead Yet is about this girl. She has a brother and her parents, and she's sort of the black sheep of the family. And one Halloween, she uh, goes to this like Halloween festival thing where her family is and has little tiffs with kind of all of them, and then goes home and she is bludgeoned. But she survives. She wakes up in the hospital and she's like, "What the heck is up? Like, this is sweet. I'm alive." And then they tell her that she can either get a surgery to um have like a very small chance to be able to fix what's wrong with her skull or something, or she can um live a normal life for about a week and then she'll die. Like whatever is wrong with her head will cause her to die. I think all of this is in the summary. I will double check before I post this because I don't want any spoilers, but I think all of this happens very early on in the book. Um, so basically, what she chooses is to live for a week because she wants to try to solve her own murder. Um, I think the premise itself is a little silly, goofy, and I think I had really high hopes for this because I did really enjoy um, a Good Girl's Guide to Murder by the same author, which was like a YA thriller. And unfortunately, this also feels like a YA book with swear words thrown. Sounds really bad, but that's kind of the vibe that I get. It's just a little silly. Um, and then I also do not enjoy the audiobook narrator at all. Her man voices are just not doing it for me. I like can't really tell who's supposed to be talking and when. It's just, and every time a man in the book speaks, I laugh. So the reading experience of this is not very it's not the quality I was hoping for, but it's okay. It's fine. I want to know what happened. So it's got me invested enough, but yeah, neither of the books I'm reading are going to be in my top reads of the year. We'll just put it that way, but I'm having a good time. And I think that they are good sort of brain breaks before I jump into something else that I would anticipate being uh, a more intense read. So I'm having fun. It's fine. Um, but yeah, that's the updates that I got. I need to peace out and go to brunch. But I will check in with you later. I'm sure we'll do some fun stuff this weekend. And I will talk to you then. See ya. Yeah, I cut bangs this morning. So, hear me out. I always get the itch to just cut my hair short, and I'm trying to avoid that itch. And I was trying to like think to myself, what do I actually not like about my hair right now? Because I was like trying to look for somewhere to get my hair cut. And I was thinking that what I don't like is that my bangs kept sitting weird, like because I had bangs, but they've grown out for like 7 months. So I had bangs, but they were like weird fitting. Like they just were too long and laid on my glasses weird and always like it was just very annoying with my glasses. And I just didn't like that I didn't have like section of hair that was in my face when I put my hair up. Like it could all sort of go up and I was leaving pieces out, but they were like just too long. It looked kind of awkward. Also, like I want to be forced to have to style it, and I feel like it was just at the point where it was like it's right now it's like here down. And so that length to me is just bleh. So I was like, I'm just gonna cut some bangs this morning. And I like it. I think we made progress. I am happy with how it turned out. I am not a stranger to cutting my hair. I cut my hair during COVID, and bangs I'm just not scared of because I feel like it's something that styling and whatever can fix. So these middle pieces are shorter than I want them intentionally because my hair grows so fast. And so I knew like in a couple of weeks that they'll be where I want them to be. Um, which is kind of perfect. So, but I'd rather have them be short than long and then like doing what they were doing before and sitting on my glasses really stupid. So, yeah, we've got bangs. I'm happy. I feel better. So, that curbed the haircut itch, which is nice. Today is Saturday, by the way, and I have nothing planned today because I need to take the day off. My mental health is not great after the last couple of days. So we were closed because of snow through Wednesday, like campus and pretty much the universe in Arkansas was closed. But then I still had to work because I was supposed to teach on Tuesday. I had to move all of my teaching stuff virtual and things like that. And then I still had to be in touch with all my students, make sure that they knew what they were supposed to do since we couldn't meet this week. And then I also had to still do my own work. So I did a lot of work at home, which never really does well for my mental space, because then I feel like I can't take time off. Like I get home and there's not like a separation between work and home. Which I think, I don't know if you can hear it, but Bee's screaming at the door, so I'm gonna go let her in. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like that added to my mental state because then I did work in person Thursday and Friday, but I felt like I was playing catch up and trying to get a bunch of stuff done. And some of my like genetic stuff I was working on didn't go the way I wanted it to. And so it's just a frustrating couple of days of work. And I also am really struggling with the comments for my second paper and stuff. It's just everything is kind of a big ol' struggle. And then on top of that, not having great work-life balance this week really just by the end of yesterday, I was yeah, big time over it. So I'm taking today off. I'm not looking at my laptop for anything. I don't need to respond to emails on the weekend anyway. That's not my job. So if you're a student and watching this and expect your teachers to respond to their emails over the weekend, don't. It's not their job. They deserve a life. Just keep that in mind. So do I know that there's emails there? Yeah. But I'm just not gonna look at them. It's fine. I'll get to them on Monday. So yeah, my plans today are no plans. I don't really know what I want to do. I thought I would want to sit and play Dreamlight Valley all day. But honestly, I kind of want to do something a bit more crafty, creative. I also want to make some more progress on my book. So I have like a little less than half of it left, and I love it. And I really just want to sit and read. So I think we might do some of that today. But I also think that it would be kind of nice to go through the fabric that I have and try to, I don't know, like come up with some sewing projects and stuff. I haven't sewn for probably like 4 months or longer. It's been a long time. So I would like to do that. I also feel like I should do some machine maintenance, like add some like oil and clean out the thing because I don't know the last time that I did that either. So I might do that. And then just see if I have any ideas for projects that I could do with the fabric that I have. I need to find some sort of fabric store around me. I think that's kind of killed my creativity with sewing because I don't like fabric shopping online, I have found. I genuinely hate it as an experience overall. So I miss being able to go to the store, and I say I miss it because we used to have Joann and we don't anymore. But I used to miss being like, oh, I really want to make this kind of a shirt, and then going to Joann and being able to find fabric for it. So when Joann was closing, I did pick up some fabric, but it's very random because they didn't have a bunch of stuff when I went. So I kind of wanted to just look at the fabric that I have and see if I can figure out what to make with it. So I think that's really what I want to do first today, and then just throughout the day I might also work on my crochet project that I'm doing, the little sweater, and I will probably just take some breaks and read some chapters of this book. But yeah, that's sort of today's plans. So I'll probably be taking you with through a lot of that because why not? I ain't got anything else to do. So I'm happy to take you with. And it should be fun to see what we get into. So yeah, I'm going to start. All right. Bye. Okay, so I brought you to the floor because this, which is behind me in a lot of my filming in this room, is actually where I keep a bunch of fabric. Well, I guess it's not really fabric. So it's stuff that I thrift that I think would be fun to upcycle. And then I have a bin that I also brought down that goes in a closet next to me that actually has like fabric. So I'll show you in here. This is just like clothes and other things that I find at thrift stores that I think would be nice to be able to upcycle somehow. And then, so I looked through that for potential fabric for projects, and I found a couple of things that sort of I've had for a long time that I've like had my eye on making something for and just haven't figured out what yet. This is the first. So it's a blanket that I thrifted a long time ago, and it's so cool. It's got like birds, and then the other side is just like the reverse of that. And I think it'd be so cool to make like some kind of funky like sweatshirt sort of a thing. Like not a hoodie, but yeah, some sort of shirt. And then like the edges could have this stuff on it. I just think that would be kind of cool. And the other thing that I found in this cabinet is this tablecloth. It's just like a orangey red sort of gingham. This is tricky though because it's a circle. So originally I wanted to make pants out of this that I could wear to game days because this it's close enough to red to count for like Razorback stuff. I'd be able to wear like a Razorback shirt with this, like a white one, and it would match well enough. But I don't know. I'm considering other possibilities because I don't know that I'd be able to get two full or like a whole pants pattern out of this because it's a circle, not a rectangle. I think it's just going to be awkward. It is big. I could see, but I don't think it's going to work. So I don't know. I've got these two to think about. And then I do have some stuff in this bin that I got when Michael's was closing. So I thought I could take some of that out. This is my favorite fabric that I got when not Michael's, Joann's. It's like this silky pretty pattern with these flowers on the bottom. I am obsessed with this fabric, but like I cannot think of what I want to make with this. I think some sort of like skirt, like slip skirt would be cute. Or honestly, I think a dress would be nice. The hard part is going to be trying to make it to where the pattern doesn't look weird because I do want this stuff on the hem of whatever I make, but since that same pattern is on the top of that fabric, it would have to be something that isn't too tall to where this is on the top because I don't like that. I hope that makes sense. It's a pretty awful explanation, so if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But I have this that I want to find a pattern for, so that's an option for a project. I have this fabric still. I made a shirt out of this to wear for like summer. It's like a cute backless sort of, I don't know, summery shirt. But I have a lot more of this fabric, and I thought it'd be cute to make like a matching skirt to go with it, or to make some sort of like mock neck top. But I don't know that I would wear it. Like, I was thinking like a sort of mock neck long sleeve, but I don't know that I would pick this up to wear in colder months, that I would want to wear that kind of a shirt. So I'm not sure what to do with that. Let's see. Oh, and then the last fabric I pulled out already is just this stretchy, like, jersey fabric with flowers on it. And I want to make a long sleeve out of this that I can use for like, oh, I probably just screwed up that mic. I want to make a long sleeve with this that I can use for like layering, like to layer some sort of red, like I have in mind this, and then like a red sort of like vest or something like that that I can wear over it. And I have this red fabric that I also bought that I could use to make some sort of quilted thing to go over this. I think that would be a really, really cute outfit. But I have so much of this that I'm thinking I could make a long sleeve, like a basic long sleeve, and then also make a set of like loungy PJ pants to go with it, because that would be really cute, having like a long sleeve shirt and like PJ pants set out of this. I think would be adorable. So I think this is going to be what I mess with first. Maybe. I just have too many options. I'm not sure what would be most fun. You guys. Decision paralysis. Help. I'm going to sit and think and stare at these for a while longer, and I'll come back to you when I know what I'm going to do. Otherwise, we are going to sit here for way too long, and I don't want you to get bored. Okay, bye. Hi. So you remember that one time, like just a few seconds ago in that clip where I laid out all of the, options that I had, and I was like, let you know what I decide. Well, I decided not to do any of those things. I started a different project. Oops. Okay, so let me show you what we got going on. I already started it, and I couldn't record because I was listening to my audiobook, which was Not Quite Dead Yet. And I say was because I finished it. I didn't have a whole lot of it left. So I had started that, and I was printing off patterns for other projects that I have in mind, which I'll talk about. But when I was doing that, I found an old scarf that I had. It was given to me by like a cousin or something like that, I think, like out of their like hand-me-downs. And I don't wear scarves like that. Like I wear like scarves, like winter-y scarves that, are like a long thing or whatever. I don't wear like the infinity scarf thing. Haven't done that since that was trendy in like 2012 or whatever. But yeah, so I have one of those, and I was like, I've wanted to turn this into a boho looking shirt for a while. And so I decided to do that. And so I did sort of start. So basically, I'll show you here. Let me clip you on. Okay, so this is said scarf. It's got like this yellow on one side and then this like red and orangey sort of thing on the other. And it was an infinity scarf, so it was like it was like a big sort of circle, I guess. And what I did is I chopped it in half and made 2 panels. So the idea is that I'm just going to sew like the tops from like here-ish to the end so that it's sort of like a poncho-y thing. And then after that, I'll put it on and decide if I want any stitches like to tack it together on the sides or something like that. But I want it to be reversible, so I want to be able to like see the red and orange and then be able to like flip it inside out and have it show just the yellow so that I can change it depending on what I'm wearing or feeling or what colors I want. But yeah, that's a project I chose because it's easy and sounded fun enough. Um the project that I wanted to do was to make this into like a long sleeve and a PJ bottom set, but I don't have the white thread that I need for this, and so I decided not to do that yet. I'm just gonna buy the thread that I need. I was gonna risk it with this red thread, and I haven't sewn for a while, so I don't trust myself to do that. As like when most of this is white, I would just like to do it with white thread, and so we're gonna put a pause on this project. Um, but yeah, I decided to do the scarf shirt because it's been on my mind for like months, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And I figured it would be an easy way to ease myself back in and kind of like a creative way because I'm not really using a pattern. I'm just chopping that sucker up and sewing it how I want so that I can wear it as a shirt. But for now, let's sew while we've got it in our heads. And I also later we'll talk about Not Quite Dead Yet because I don't feel like giving a book review on that right now. Okay. Bye. Let's sew. So do me a solid and ignore my sweatpants, but this is what we're working with. So that's the back, this is the front, and it should be able to flip inside out. I do still have to stitch up these sides. I was just seeing if I liked what was going on, but I do. I think it's really cute. And so, yeah, I'm going to stitch these sides up and then make sure I still like it reversed. And we're done. That was really quick. I've only been doing this for like an hour. So, yeah. Okay, I stitched up the sides and this is the reverse. So, yeah, we did it. This was really fun. And I think this is so cute. If you don't like it, I don't want to hear it. But yeah, this is my PSA to all the girlies to learn how to change your clothes because if you don't wear something or use something, there's a way to change it to make it wearable and usable for you or for other people. So keep that in mind because this was a scarf that was getting no attention from me, and now it's a cute shirt that I am 100% going to be wearing. So, yeah. Cheers. Hi. Happy Monday. It is now February, and February, the beginning of February, marks a hard time for my brain space because 4 years ago I lost a friend. And I do briefly want to talk about it on here because I think that the message is important. So I just wanted to give some trigger warnings for loss and domestic violence. If you want to skip this, you can go to this time in the video. But yeah, I feel like it's important to talk about. So 4 years ago, I lost one of my friends to a murder suicide at the hands of her partner. Her name was Allison, and she was the biggest ball of life. She was the loudest person in a room. Um, she was the goofiest, just lived to the fullest. And um, yeah, she was taken from this world way too early, um, at the hands of someone that was supposed to love her. And I say all of this and bring all of this up because I think that domestic violence impacts way more people than we know. And um, the more awareness that we can bring to that issue, the better. And so, um, talk to your friends, ask them questions, think about your own relationship. No one should be treated. If you're questioning how you're being treated or how your friend's being treated, that question is enough. So, um, I'm going to link below some resources, for those that may be in that situation or may suspect that someone they love is in that kind of a situation, because we shouldn't lose any more people to situations like that. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all I want to say on that. Um, but yeah, February's hard. I can't believe it's been 4 years already, but it has. And the way that I've been coping is shopping. So I wanted to pop on here, and I went shopping yesterday on Sunday because I went to go edit videos at Starbucks and realized that I hadn't transferred any of my videos from my phone to my computer. So I couldn't edit anything. Um so I went shopping instead, which was fun. But I just wanted to talk about some of the stuff that I got because I it's not often that I go shopping and get random little things for myself. And so I did just want to show them on here. So the first place that I went to was Ulta, and I went there because I was running out of like this lipstick gloss combo thing that I have been using, by Elf. I ran out of it, and I wanted to try something different. My lips have been super dry just because of winter, and so I wanted something more glossy, less sticky. So I ended up finding, um it's by Revolution. It is called a gloss stick, and it literally is just like it's like a lipstick, but it's lip gloss. It's weird. I have it on now. You can like it's pretty buildable, um, and I like it so far. So that was a good find. And then by Revolution, I also found a new blush. So I've been trying to wear blush more often because it's winter and I am paler than pale. And just to bring a little bit of color to my face, I've been using blush. But the blush that I've been using was out of my ballroom dance competition makeup kit. And it was like a liquid blush from Elf, which is just so pigmented that it's been a bit much. And so I found this blush stick thing, and it is so pretty. It's like swirly. And this is in the color Rosy Cheeks. I also have this on right now, and it's way more subtle. So it isn't like I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like a powder blush, but in a stick form, if that makes sense. Like it's not sticky at all. It feels like a powder blush when you put it on, and then you just kind of blend it with a brush, and I like it a lot. The lip color, by the way, is toffee nude, in case you're wondering. But yeah, so I got those for myself, which was fun. I like wandering around Ulta and seeing if there's any new products that I can add in to my incredibly minimal makeup. Yeah. And then after that, next door is Bath and Body Works, and I had a gift card, so I got a couple of candles, and I wanted to get like between winter and spring scents. They have all of their springtime scents out right now, like the lavenders and all of the all that junk, and I'm not ready for that yet. But I did find in like the Valentine's little area that they had this, it's called Vanilla Cloud. It's exactly what you'd think. It's just a perfect. So it's says it's like vanilla cream and blonde woods. It is like a really, honestly, kind of like a sexy vanilla woody smell. It's so nice. I'm excited to burn this one like ASAP. Um yeah, it's like a great scent for this time of year. And then I think after that, the other one I got is Bergamot Waters. And it, let me see, this is bergamot, citrus, sandalwood. And it also just smells really sort of earthy and fresh. And yeah, I'm excited. This will be like a good transition into spring scents. So yeah, it was nice to go shopping and get some fun things for me because I wanted to get them. So, yep, that's what I did yesterday. And then I came home and watched the Grammys last night. I am so happy that Olivia Dean won New Artist of the Year. I am also so happy that Lola Young is getting the recognition that the girl deserves. I know she's had a rough go at it the past year. Um, and I'm just hoping that this is the push that she needs to show her how good her music is. Her performance was literally flawless, made me cry, was so happy. So I think like the past however few years, my favorite performances have been from the best new artists that perform. They do like a song each, and it's been iconic every single time. And so yeah, I'm just so happy for all those new artists that are getting the recognition that they deserve. Um but yeah, so watching the Grammys was really fun. I did want to finally come on here and talk about the book that I finished, because I did not talk about that the last time I was on here because I was sewing. So I finished a couple of days ago. I finished Not Quite Dead Yet, by Holly Jackson, and I liked it. It was fine. Um, the book's a little corny. It reads YA but with swear words. Which it's fine. Holly Jackson's other books, like the Good Girl's Guide to Murder and stuff, I liked them a lot. They were marketed YA, and I believed that. However, Not Quite Dead Yet was like not marketed that way, and I think that it still reads a little corny and um not like the adult thrillers of today's world. But it's okay. Um I thought that the twists and turns that this took were fun, and did they got me on a couple of them. I didn't catch on to everything that was going on. So that was nice. So my biggest complaints about this book are that some of the characters are just plain annoying, and I think that's why it read a little YA-ish, is because just some of the things that these characters are saying and doing, I'm like, just stop. Um, so that's reason number one. Reason number two that I was like, meh about it is I did not like the narrator on the audiobook at all. I'm sorry, but her male voices were just actually hysterical. She just talked like this for one of the guys, and then the other one, she talked like this. It's like, it drove me actually insane. Um, that's like one of the first times that I felt like I was taken out of the story by the narrator, and yeah, not a fan. So I would not recommend this book in audio form. If the idea of it sounds interesting, I would not consume it via audio. I would just read it. But I got through it, and the things that I did like about this book were the twists and turns. They twisted and turned. They got me on a couple of them. I figured out some of the stuff that was going on, but not all of it, and I think that that is how these books should go, which was nice. And I did like the main character, Jet. I think that she was well developed as a character as a whole. So overall, not bad, not great. I think I gave it 3 stars. So, middle of the road. It was a book, and I didn't mind it. But next, my current audiobook that I just started briefly yesterday is Hamnet, because I want to see the movie. So, and I've heard great things about this book. So, I'm also excited to read the book. But yeah, that's what we're reading now. Still reading away at Kill the Beast. I've got like 100 pages left. I just haven't really had the time to sit down and read it, or the focus, to be honest. So, yeah, that is where we're at. I need to leave because I have to go collect bugs. I tried to collect bugs yesterday, but didn't really have a whole lot of luck. So, wish me luck today. Maybe I'll take some clips at the streams. But yeah, that's my plan for today. Go collect bugs so I can do more genetic stuff on my work, and hopefully come home and chill because my brain is exhausted. All right, I'll see ya. Hi, I'm back home. That was such a long day. Did collect some bugs, and honestly, it's kind of cool because some of the bugs were out and walking on the snow that was still left. A lot of the snow melted today, but there was still some snow in spots, and it was really cool because some of the bugs were crawling on that. So I did take some footage of that and some pictures so that when I present on my research and stuff, I can include those. But yeah, it was a good day. Sampling. I did get water in my boot. Like, I wear like taller boots so that I can walk in like the more shallow parts of the stream to get to spots where I think the bugs will be. And I got water in my boot. And that was at our second stop out of 5. And then I had a meeting today at 4:30. So I have had wet socks for like 5 hours. I'm over it. Longer than that, like 6 hours. It's like 6 o'clock now. So yeah, that withered my patience away, and just meetings at 4:30 p.m. on a Monday are criminal. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm exhausted, but I can't be done working yet because I need to ID those bugs so that I know if I got the correct species that I need to be able to do genetics work this week. So I have to find out what species those are. And you can't do that unless you look at them under a microscope. So I have to do that tonight still, which is not what I want to do, but what I have to do. So I'm going to do that. But first, I wanted to come on here because I got a package. I got a Mooncat package. So, Mooncat is a brand of nail polish that I use most of the time. And yeah, I'm obsessed with them. I wanted to put in an order for a specific thing, but then like when I order from there, I just can't help but, throw some fun stuff in that order as well. So let me clip you on and then let's unbox this, unwrap it, whatever. Clip. Okay, so I have a feeling this is the thing that I wanted to order. So let me open this quick first. So backstory, I twirled baton my entire childhood and young adulthood, basically from the age of 5 until I was like 21 or 22. And so I did not like having my nails long. So I was a chronic nail biter because when you're twirling baton and having to catch a metal rod, you can't have nails because you would hurt yourself, or if the baton comes down on it weird, you would break nails very easily. So I have been a nail chewer my whole life. But it was my New Year's resolution last year not to do that anymore. And so I succeeded breaking a like almost 20-year habit at that point, more than a 20-year habit, because I was 26 when I made that New Year's resolution, and I have been twirling baton and chewing my fingernails for, yeah, more than 20 years at that point. But I fixed it, and I credit it mostly to Mooncat nail polish because I figured that getting nail polishes that were fun and cool and would look better on longer nails would motivate me to keep my nails, like, to not bite them and to keep them healthy. And it's worked. So I will always support Mooncat. I love their nail polishes. But since I've had some of these polishes for over a year now, they are starting to show signs of age. So as nail polishes sit or age, they tend to get thicker. And so what I wanted to order from Mooncat was this lacquer revitalizer. And so it is a nail lacquer thinner, basically. So you add I think like a drop or two, into 2 to 3 drops of this into your nail polish bottle, and then you shake it really well. And so yeah, I'm really excited to try this because there's some that I just like can't really use right now because they're too thick and they go on and it looks like a slug and it's just kind of gross. And so I'm hoping that this fixes that, and that it makes some of my older nail polishes that I got from them come back to life. But since I was buying this, I did also want to buy some nail polishes from them because I can't just like buy something from that site and not also get nail polish. I feel like that would just be criminal. So I didn't get a collection or anything. So I was a good person at that moment. I just picked a few polishes that I have been eyeing up for like a year now, and I bought them. Sue me. So let's look at all of them. So the first one that I was really excited about. Okay, yeah, we got them. We're doing good. Did I really order this? I feel like I did not order this. I feel like this is wrong. I'm gonna look this one up because I'm not sure that's the one I was supposed to get. It literally looks like the one that I have on. Which, if I did that, I'm just a big dum-dum. I'll show you the other two though. This literally looks like the nail polish that I currently have on right now. I feel like it's not though. I don't know. I'll look it up. But I know these two are correct. So I wanted this. These are like the two that I've really had in mind. And then the other one that I got. Anyway, so this one is called Freshly Bitten. It's like the color is going to be really hard to show on here with the lighting, but it's like a pomegranate color kind of situation. And yeah, I'm excited about that. And then the other one that I got is called Mermaid Bait. And I'll show you that one. That one's like a really shiny pinky green. Light pinky green. It's pretty. I need to look up that other one because I'm not sure that that was what I was supposed to get. Let me see if I have my like order slip. Did they put that in here anywhere? I think it's in the box because this came in a bag. So like the bag and the box were in a box. So I'll have to check my order slip because this looks like one I already have. I would do that. That would track for this week, so I shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, we'll check that. But yep, I just wanted to show you that I got some new polishes, and I plan on using those very soon. So I'll show you what they look like on my nails in the near future. I need to go and stop procrastinating and ID these bugs. So I'm gonna do that, and I probably won't talk to you again tonight. Tomorrow I teach all day, so I honestly should probably just end this vlog. Doesn't that make most sense? Am I being silly? I don't know. Okay. You probably don't care about my dilemma, but I'm trying to figure out the best time to start and stop these weekly vlogs to give myself time to edit and post with it within like a reasonable amount of time after filming, because I don't want to go from Sunday to Sunday, like film the weekly vlogs, like start them on Sunday, end them Saturday, and then try to post them on Sunday. That sounds awful. So part of me is like, maybe I could do like Wednesday to Monday, because Tuesdays I'm not gonna have anything cool to show on here. Like at all, ever. I teach and then I crash when I get home. So maybe I'll do that. Do like a Wednesday to a Monday situation, and then I can edit throughout the week and then post on like Saturday. I like that, which means that we're gonna end this tonight. I will probably pop back on here to close out this vlog done. So I'm gonna go ID bugs and then I'll check back in with you. All right. Hi, I just got done IDing my bugs, and then I worked in my journal for a bit because I did not finish my journal spread from last week, which would have ended yesterday. So I finished up last week's journal, and then I journaled for today. And yeah, it was nice. I'm exhausted. I think that even though it's only like, I don't even think it's 8 p.m. yet. But I'm bedtime is in my near future. But I did want to close out this vlog, and I thought that before I go, before I close out this vlog, I did want to say that I looked at all my Mooncat polishes, and I don't have the one that I ordered was correct. I don't have it. However, in the bottle, it looks nearly identical. to another one that I have. Um, so I'm curious to try that one out and see how different it looks on the nail. It looks really different on the photos on their website, so fingers crossed. But yeah, weird because it looks literally identical in the bottle, which is strange. Um, so there's an update on that. And I thought before I close this out that I could show you my journal spread. So I did just want, I don't know, I'm proud of these journal spreads. It's my first time ever keeping a journal, and I've kept up with it for now a month, which is pretty sick. Um, and I really like doing it. It feels good to get my thoughts out, and it's also a creative thing for me to do. I like picking out what washi tape I get to use. I like picking out what stickers. Like, it's really fun. So, this is my spread from last week. And yeah, I always just put my books that I read and my reviews of them, which is honestly so nice to write down my thoughts because I use Goodreads to track my reading. I know I should use another app, but I started in Goodreads, and honestly, I don't really have the mental capacity to switch that up right now. So I'm not going to. Um I do, however, really enjoy writing, like physically writing my book reviews. And it's fun to be able to have them in a journal sort of sense so I can see what I was going through at the time that I read those books, because I think that that has a lot to do with how I perceive a book. Is like, what time of year? What was I going through? Was I really stressed that week? Was I having a good week? What was I doing, and how did that impact my reading experience? And yeah, I've really enjoyed doing it this way. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this evolves throughout the year. But so far, I'm having a blast. So that wraps up all my updates for you. I hope that you enjoyed spending some time with me throughout this week. It's a pretty regular week, but thank you regardless. And I will see you in the next one. Stay cozy, friends.